Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's bullshit, but we can't take no chances. Gfanatic 94 is not giving any of those communist cunts at YouTube the chance to fuck him over. So unfortunately, if you're under the age of 18, you gotta get out of here. Don't worry, we're gonna fight this war, but we need an army to do so.
Alright, Noah. We've come this far. We have covered all of the classic Tokusatsu era Godzilla films. And, bro, I can't. I'm honestly proud that we made it this far. But now we gotta look to the future. Or, well, the past, but still the future. As now we move on to cover the, Monsterverse and Reiwa era films. So, before we do that, we have to recap the Millennium era of Godzilla films. Noah, what the hell did you think in the Millennium era?
Honestly, I enjoyed it for the most part. There were some certain scenes in some movies that did felt a bit off and a bit kooky.
Yep.
Godzilla vs. Megaguirus.
Yeah.
But overall, I enjoyed this era for what it was. It did mostly do its job and what it intended to do in bringing back Godzilla from the disaster that was 1998.
Yes, very much so, bro. And there are some of these movies that, honestly, I think that the Millennium era films were some of the best decisions that Toho ever made because I can list at least 3 of these movies, hell, maybe all of them, that a lot of Godzilla fans consider to be some of the most iconic. Obviously, GMK, Godzilla Final Wars, and surprisingly, Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. I mean, Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, I love it because it has my 2 favorite designs for the characters of Godzilla and Mechagodzilla, and the follow-up one has Mothra, but, I mean, it, I mean, I just don't know how else to say it. These films were amazing, and honestly, I wish, like, the only complaint I have about the Millennium series is that it's not an actual series. Most of the films are just straight up reboots from the original film.
Yeah, which is a bit upsetting, but you get what you get.
Yeah.
At least it gave us like a variety of Godzilla designs and different designs for different monsters. And hell, technically 3 new kaijus as well.
Yeah.
And those 3 being Orga, Megaguirus, and technically speaking, Monster X.
Yeah. And yeah, speaking of the new kaiju from this, honestly, I think that, well, I mean, obviously Monster X is basically just Kaiser Ghidorah just in disguise. But, Orga and Megaguirus, I think they were some of the highlights of the Millennium series. Obviously, I still think that there were better kaiju designs and shit, but overall, Orga and Megaguirus were just handled excellently in their films, and I think that they were some of the highlights of the Millennium series. No matter if you hate them or love them, you have to admit that they left a lasting impact.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, sir.
And that being said, Noah, do you want to, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this. Which was your favorite Godzilla suit in this, series? And what was your favorite movie in the Millennium series?
Oh, this is definitely hard for me to decide. I don't want to make it a tie. That's my problem as well, because Millennium Era, it has a lot of designs that I just genuinely love. especially for Goji, because we have the 2000 Goji design, which I love the purple dorsal spines. I just absolutely adore it. And we have GMK with this menacing posture and it's just in general menacing aura that you get from him. And we have Kiryu Goji, which some may say it's kind of more resembling 2000, but he does have his own aspects that I like. I just like that design. Just in general, I like it. We have Final Wars, which I will say it's looks a lot like Showa Goji, but hella modernized.
Yep.
It's hard for me to decide which design I like the most in this era. I might just ultimately say Kiryu Goji as well. Does take a lot of aspects from the 2000 Mir Goji, but it just overall improves and does its own thing. Like in
Alrighty.
terms of the dorsal plates, and I just like how the dorsal plates light up when he charges his atomic breath. They don't all just light up. Each dorsal plate lights up on its own when he fires, which I do like that design.
Yeah.
And then in terms of movie, I'm gonna be honest, bro. It was kind of easy for me to decide which movie I love the most because EMK takes the cake on this one.
I fucking knew it. I knew it, bro. And I respect that, man. Mad respect there, dude. You straight up, spoiler alert. I, I basically have the exact same thing you did, dog.
Oh god.
Okay. Continue.
Oh well, yeah, as I said before, my favorite movie from the Millennium era is definitely GMK. Just love the fact that they were able to bring back Godzilla more of his routes from what he first started as just this evil, destructive monster that's at it for humanity for what they have done just overall in history.
Yeah.
And put that with its badass fucking soundtrack,
Yes.
you just
Easily
get.
the greatest soundtrack you've ever heard in a Godzilla series, and if you disagree, you're just fucking wrong. Okay?
And then we come to the enemy kaiju of Goji. Two of them make sense, like Mothra. Mothra, she makes sense in terms of a guardian kaiju. That's literally what she basically is. And then them bringing back Baragon, I believe it was called. The most adorable fucking little creature you have ever seen.
Yeah. Make no mistake,
Then,
though, he was tough.
and then the third kaiju, which people were off put by this, Ghidorah. One that's well renowned for being a evil motherfucker that's out to conquer planet Earth. Now in this movie as a guardian, and clearly visible, Godzilla being able to power him in some regards until Ghidorah, of course, gets his wings. We see in a certain scene for GMK, as I believe I have the GIF. Yeah, right here. He basically just gets a goddamn Zenkai fight Godzilla.
Yeah.
And if y'all don't know what a Zenkai is, it's basically a term used for anime. The main characters when they nearly die and get a power up boost. It's called the Zenkai. And
Yeah.
then at the end of the movie, since it's more spiritual related, it literally just takes the three dead spirits of the three guardian monsters to bring down Godzilla to the depths of the water.
Damn, dude, where did you find that fan art?
I found it a long while ago, waiting to use it in the GMK video, but I was fucking late.
That's mine. Save it.
Understand.
um,
Understandable.
And yeah, bro, don't say too much about GMK because, like I said, after we're done with the Godzillathon, you are going to have a episode specifically designed for you to talk about Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla and GMK, and if you miss any other films between now and the end of the Godzillathon. So don't say
Yeah,
too
I will.
don't say
Yeah.
too much, but yeah, dude, I totally respect that. And like I said, basically I freaking have the exact same selection as you, bro. So yeah, guys, now on to my picks. I've said it repeatedly. My favorite Godzilla design of all time. I think this thing is flawless, and I absolutely love this suit. The Kiryu Goji design from Godzilla against Mechagodzilla and Godzilla Tokyo SOS. Dude, some people are probably going to call me biased because, yes, I was born in the year 2002, but ultimately, no. I don't get, like, I'm not just selecting this design because the movie came out in the year I was born. No, the reason I love this design is because it takes everything that makes Godzilla who he is, and it essentially not only modernizes it, but it makes it like it gives it extreme proportions, and it just takes the character and makes him look better than he's ever been. I love the classic color scheme. I love the fact that he can adapt as he's in the middle of a fight, and I also love the fact that even in 2003, he gains a amazingly kick-ass looking battle scar on his chest that just, you look at him and you say, my god, that man has seen some shit. And yeah, dude, I mean, Kiryu Goji, I could go on a 3-hour rant about, not rant, but on a 3-hour tangent as to why I love Kiryu Goji. And I am going to address this right now. As you said earlier, Noah, a lot of people do compare Meyer Goji and Kiryu Goji together way too fucking much. Meyer Goji and Kiryu Goji, two completely different designs. Granted, yes, Kiryu Goji does take some elements from Meyer Goji, but Kiryu Goji, I mean, I don't have a problem with Meyer Goji. Meyer Goji looks amazing, but I'm not gonna sit here and let people say that Meyer Goji and Kiryu Goji are the same Godzilla designs. They're not. Kiryu Goji deserves much more respect than that, and I refuse to let people say that they're the exact same thing. And as for favorite movie, dude, I like I said in the Heisei series, freaking my favorite Godzilla film of all time happens to be Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2. But, bro, GMK. GMK is easily up there in some of the highest quality Godzilla films of all time. The GMK film, not only does it have a serious tone and overall message to the film, but the kaiju designs, even though King Ghidorah is less than ideal in this movie, they still look badass, and honestly, the writing for that film just sells the fucking deal for me, because the GMK is just one of the best Godzilla films there's ever been, and honestly, I don't really think there's ever gonna be any Godzilla movie that like individual Godzilla movie that rivals GMK in quality. Well, other than my favorite one from the Heisei series, but you know. Um, Other than that, bro, I mean, there's a ton of stuff I could say about GMK, but if you want to know more, go and watch our Godzillathon review on that. And yeah, man, I mean, I got nothing else to say. GMK's just kick ass. Now, Noah, the question that I have been eagerly awaiting: which monster and other kaiju besides Godzilla did you find best in the Millennium series, and why? And feel
This
free to pick more than one.
Hmm. Honestly, I'm gonna say Orga.
Okay.
Orga is just a curious kaiju. Because when he first appeared, it was off-putting by his design. He's just overall menacing.
Yeah.
The fact that he nearly ate Godzilla whole just to literally become Godzilla.
Yeah.
Scary to think if Godzilla hadn't been able to achieve his pulse, who knows what would have happened.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm gonna have to say this. Again, motherfucker got one of the most different redesigns from his original self. Like, god fucking damn.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Gigan added in Final Wars was easily one of the better decisions that they made in that movie because Gigan was already a fan favorite, and after Final Wars, they just made Gigan look freaking amazing. And, bro, I don't blame you at all for picking Gigan because Gigan, I picked him in the Showa series, and, I mean, he's amazing.
Yeah. And then, yes, we see in fucking Final Wars, he's just you would think like if you were just to touch him, you fucking get a goddamn you start bleeding just how overly sharp he looks.
Yeah, that's no shit.
And then we'll have to point out the underdog, as normally referred to as Anguirus. We haven't seen that little man since fucking, of course, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, and him returning in Final Wars was greatly appreciated by many other Anguirus fans.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, his proper name was misused in the dubbing. It's the Anguirus, sir!
Yeah, oh no. I'm so sorry for you, Anguirus, buddy, but unfortunately, that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Um, alright, anyone
Anyways,
else?
go ahead and I'm gonna say you go ahead and say yours because I'm probably gonna try and mention a few others.
Alright, um,
And I'm pretty sure there's some that you would very much like to talk about.
yeah. Uh, alright, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I also have three, and you already mentioned one of them. First of all, Anguirus. Dude, Anguirus, my boy. Y'all know me. Any movie that has Anguirus in it, I love because Anguirus is just awesome. I love Anguirus, and he is one of the coolest characters I've ever seen in the Godzilla franchise. And unfortunately, I do think Anguirus doesn't get enough respect. And honestly, the fact that he was in Final Wars, I just I wish he would have gotten more screen time, but at the same time, I'm satisfied with what he got. Especially since that movie was essentially just a celebration of sorts. Um,
Yeah,
and
take that in
if I had to pick any of the three monsters that I'm gonna suggest now, to put in future films, I'm gonna say Anguirus because we've already got Mechagodzilla. Don't worry, we're gonna talk about that lazy piece of shit in 2021. Um, but yeah, bro. Anguirus is amazing, and then there's Kiryu and Mothra. First of all, Kiryu. Kiryu is hands down for me the best Mechagodzilla design I've ever seen. He's amazing to watch on screen. He's so much fun to watch in his fights. And goddamn, dude, I wish that they would have taken forward plans to bring Kiryu back in Final Wars, even though that never really happened. Unfortunate, but not unforeseen. Um,
I mean, I'm pretty sure they did that due to the fact that he was in two movies prior already, so.
eh, well, that didn't stop
He
him from
still
using
counts
Mothra.
as Mecha Godzilla. But yeah, it's just. Yeah. But the fact that Kiryu is still technically a Mecha Godzilla, I'd fatigue people if he was in Final Wars.
Yeah,
We already saw a lot of him in the Kiryu saga.
yeah. Um, And that brings me to my third kaiju. Dude, Mothra. Mothra actually has two different designs in the Millennium series. She has her GMK design, but I'm talking about the 2003 and 2004 design for Mothra. Mothra is goddamn beautiful on screen. She looks amazing. She's like, and she basically seems like the Showa era Mothra, just, much better, because she's she basically has all the same quality and traits as the original Mothra, but she's modernized. And she still looks like a peaceful kaiju, and she looks like she looks like she would genuinely be willing to help people, but at the same time, you would definitely feel safe around Mothra during a fight or something, because goddamn, does she also look like she can kick some major ass. And bro, I love her design in the Millennium series. Like I said, the Kiryu Saga films introduced my favorite designs for three of Godzilla's most iconic characters: Godzilla, Godzilla, Mechagodzilla, and Mothra. And I am unashamed to say that these are my favorite three designs out of these specific kaiju in the franchise. They're awesome, and I am never, ever going to say otherwise. That being said, Nah, I believe you have some more.
Yeah. Well, in regards of Mothra, I know what you're saying. I do quite agree with you. I'm gonna be honest, I actually do like the GMK design a bit more.
Okay.
Mainly because of how unique it is. We've never seen Mothra like that. We really haven't. I just like her design just simply for the fact that it gives us a new design to think of. I like the purple eyes that they went with her. I like that, actually.
Yeah.
I'm just generally gonna say I do quite like the GMK Mothra design.
Alright.
So,
Yeah, I don't blame you
that's
at all,
all I
bro.
have to
Mothra and
say.
GMK looked fantastic.
And then as regards as for Kiryu, of course, since you already said them, I'm not gonna try and say as much. But I, of course, do love his design. I do like his Type 3 design a bit more than his original one, just because of the jetpack. Of course, well, I do, yeah.
The
I just
gunmetal
think,
finish.
that the blue might have been a bit off in some regards, but it worked. I do quite like the Type 3 variant a bit more. And then I have one more to say. Megaguirus.
Okay.
She is, as we said before, a weird kaiju.
Weird in
But
writing and weird in design, and amazing for it, bro.
yeah. Megaguirus is one of those kaijus where you think, that doesn't seem like to do much. No, that fucking bitch is speedy as fuck.
Yeah, she has super speed and debatably super strength.
And the fact that Koji in their fight, he had to change his fighting style quite a bit just to counter Megaguirus. Just because of the fact of her overall abilities. Her unnatural and unmatched speed in that movie was just a force to be reckoned with. Then, add the fact that she can technically drain energy if she's able to pierce something with her stinger.
I think
How's
she
that connected?
actually can drain energy, but Godzilla was just replenishing his energy faster than she could drain it. It did keep him from being able to use his
Yeah,
atomic breath, but still, bro, I think that was just due to Godzilla's hyper regeneration.
that's for sure. Megaguirus, she is a kaiju that's kind of been looked over, because granted, he appeared only in one movie, so did Orga. those two have a lot of potential for other sort of Goji media in the future.
Yeah.
They have a lot of potential.
And, well,
If I'm being
honestly, bro,
honest,
let's
I
take a
really
look at this for a second because, yeah, I get what you're saying, but Orga and Megaguirus have goddamn cult followings, bro, and a lot of people want to see them in future films. I get that, like, they've only appeared in one film so far, and I can understand why that would mean some people would say they're not, like, fan favorites of the series. But Godzilla fans themselves would disagree because Orga and Megaguirus both have enormous fan bases. And honestly, I hate to say it, but if we're gonna see another, colossal threat, as they say in Godzilla vs. Kong 2, unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna see Orga or Megaguirus, but I do know that there are thousands of people who would love the shit out of that if we did get to see them.
yeah. So I'm just hoping in future Godzilla media, maybe a Godzilla Singular Point Season 2, could possibly at least get Megaguirus back. She might be able to fit in Singular Point. Let's be honest, he might be able to fit.
Yeah.
The whole time and universe stuff, something going on. That's hard to explain. Singular Point.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to talk about Singular Point later, bro. But as for now, yeah, the Millennium series was a fantastic era in the Godzilla franchise, and honestly, it sucks that it wasn't all one connected story, but ultimately, in the end, that's not exactly an issue because they definitely went with quality over connectivity in these films. Because every single film in the Millennium series, yes, some of them are clearly better than others, but the majority of the Millennium films are just fantastic and absolutely fun to behold.
Yeah.
That being said, Noah, we have to leave the classic tokusatsu films behind, because now we move on to the future of the Godzilla franchise, it seems, and into the realm of exclusively CG. So
How
yeah,
those
ladies and
two.
gentlemen, join us tomorrow as we begin the modern era of kaiju films, the Monsterverse and the Reiwa era. And yeah, ladies and gents, join us tomorrow as we take a look at the monster that revitalized not only the Godzilla series, but saved movie theaters and movie productions for at least a further 10 years. Godzilla 2014. Noah, I am ecstatic because we are about to take a look at the first Godzilla movie I ever watched in theaters. Godzilla 2014, my man. Oh, we're gonna love the fuck out of this. Or at least I am. See you tomorrow, ladies
Also,
and
before
gents.
I want to say something before we end this off. Godzilla 2014 is not the first movie to include a full CGI actual Godzilla.
No, it's not actually. Fuck, what movie was that? What
It
movie was that? Fuck.
I think it had Street in its name, maybe.
What?
I think it came out in 2007. That's what I know.
Damn it. Okay, I'm
Don't
gonna find
remember
that clip
the
and
name.
post it here. So yeah, there's that thing too. Yeah, no, that Godzilla was decent, but ultimately he's not really like, he only appears for a few minutes in a movie that wasn't even about him. So yeah,
Yeah, he really was just a cameo.
yeah,
This
damn
was
well
nice in its
placed and kick-ass cameo, but still a cameo. Um, so
I
yeah, guys,
think I
join
remember the
us tomorrow
scene.
as we take a look at 2014. And goddamn it, Noah, I am so goddamn happy we did this, because this Godzillathon, I can honestly say that I have no regrets. And I'm saying that now because we're getting into the most controversial series, and I'm gonna have some regrets. Oh,
Oh god.
yeah. See you tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, y'all know the drill. Like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Y'all want more videos, right? More kick-ass shit? Well good, cause I want more views. Let's help each other on this.